Namaskar, I am Gaurav Bidve and you are watching Boundaries and Beyond Lab. I work at the intersection of psychology and law, where identity, power, and consequence quietly intersect. A courtroom often appears calm, structured, and controlled. Everything seems orderly. People are seated, arguments are being made, and proceedings move with a certain discipline. But inside a lawyer's mind, it rarely feels that way. Because beneath that structure, there is pressure, uncertainty, and constant internal movement. The first time you stand in a courtroom, something changes within you. Until that moment, law exists in books, classrooms, and discussions. It feels intellectual, structured, and somewhat predictable. But when your matter is actually called, it becomes real. You become aware of your body in a way you haven't before. Your heartbeat becomes faster. Your breathing changes. Your voice doesn't sound the way you expected it to. Even simple sentences require effort. You know what you want to say, but saying it in that moment feels different. And along with the argument, there is a second process running in your mind. Am I saying this clearly? Did I miss anything? Did that sound confident? In that moment, you are not just arguing a case. You are also trying to manage yourself. From the outside, it looks like a routine appearance. But internally, it feels like everything is being noticed. Every word, every pause, every hesitation. In a courtroom, you are never just speaking. You are being observed. There is always an awareness of who is watching you. The judge is listening carefully. Senior lawyers are observing your approach. Your own senior may be assessing your performance. And sometimes, even your client is forming an impression in real time. This awareness does something subtle but powerful. It changes how you think. You become more careful, more measured, and at times overly cautious. Instead of focusing only on the argument, a part of your mind shifts towards self monitoring. You begin to track your tone, your words, your posture. Your mind starts running parallel questions. Am I sounding confident enough? Was that precise? Did I say too much or too little? And all of this is happening while the case is still moving forward. The courtroom does not slow down for your internal processing. You have to keep going, even when your mind is slightly divided. Courtrooms demand not just knowledge, but clarity under pressure. You are expected to listen, process, and respond almost instantly. There is very little time to pause and reorganize your thoughts. You are hearing an argument, understanding its implications, and preparing a response, all at the same time. This kind of thinking is not natural at first because the mind usually prefers time. Time to analyze, to reflect, to structure. But here, time is limited. And when that pressure builds, even a small moment of hesitation feels amplified internally. You may pause for a second, but inside it feels much longer. Sometimes your mind goes blank briefly. And even if you recover quickly, you are aware that it happened. That awareness stays with you even after the moment has passed. There is another layer to courtroom practice that is rarely spoken about. As a lawyer, you are not always representing someone you personally agree with, and yet you are expected to present their case with clarity and conviction. This creates an internal tension because while you are fulfilling your professional responsibility, a part of you may still be forming personal opinions. You learn to separate these two, to focus on the role and not the emotion. But that separation is not automatic. It develops slowly, over time. And even then, it is not always complete because you are still human. You still react. You still feel. You just learn not to show it. Some of the most intense battles in the courtroom are not visible. They exist internally. Self doubt, comparison, mental fatigue. You observe others who appear more confident, more fluent, more composed, and naturally you begin to compare yourself. You start asking questions that are not about the case anymore. They are about you. Am I good enough for this? Am I thinking fast enough? Do I really belong here? These questions don't end with the hearing. They follow you outside the courtroom. Sometimes they stay longer than the case itself. In a courtroom, winning an argument is visible. It is acknowledged, recorded, and sometimes appreciated. But managing your own mind in that environment is a different kind of challenge. It is less visible, but far more demanding. Because the real courtroom is not always the one in front of you. Sometimes it is the one within you. In the next episode, we will explore why even talented and capable lawyers gradually choose to step away from the profession. See you there. Thank you.